Good morning, dear students and friends. Welcome back to the Prithviraj English Academy. As our social study series is going on for the Karnataka State Board, in this video we are going to discuss about 7 standards, chapter number 3rd, the advent of Europeans to India. It is 2025 and 26 academic year topic it is in the first part of history. So, without a delay, let's start today's chapter, the advent of Europeans to India. The advent means the journey of Europeans to India. So, first we come to know that in this unit we will learn we'll understand early activities of the Europeans in India. We will understand the conflicts that emerged between Europeans and Indians. We will get aware about the European companies that came to India. We will understand the conditions that enabled the British to settle down in India. And it will going to we are able to locate European trade settlements on the map of India. Okay, now come to the first. About the first, the European who came to India is the Portuguese. The first European who came to India is what? Portuguese. Right. From 1498 to 1961 CE, we know that we got independent by the British in a year of 1947. But when the French Portuguese went from the India, it is 1961, means still after the 1947 they were there. So where? In a Goa and Diu and Daman, these two places, 2 to 3 places, they were under control of the Portuguese even after the independent also. So what we can say, Portuguese were the first Europeans who came to India and Portuguese were the last Europeans who left the India. Okay, that like that you can remember. Okay, so first point, Vasco da Gama came to India. We know that in 1498 Vasco da Gama he reached to India's Calicut of the Kerala, and he is the first one who are discovering a new sea route to India, Vasco da Gama. Okay, the next, Portuguese became the first Europeans to reach India by the sea, and they gaining trade monopoly in the eastern countries. Okay, their main goal was to building a colonial empire and spreading the Christianity. Very important it is. What is their main purpose? They want to establish the colonial empire and they want to spread the Christianity in a new countries. Okay, I hope in the second lesson, in the second chapter, the medieval Europe, we came to know that because of the religious reformation movement, the Christianity got divided into two sects, right? They both sects wants to now spread their religions. One is Catholic and one more is Protestant. Okay, now come to the causes for the rise of the Portuguese. How? Means what are the causes? What are the reasons? Because of that the Portuguese got rise in India. That is, first thing is Jamorian king of the Calicut granted Vasco da Gama to trade permission. Who gave permission? Jamorian king. Jamorin is a king of the Calicut. When the Vasco da Gama came, that time he was the king over there. He has given the permission to the Vasco da Gama for trade. Okay. After him, in a year of 1509, Albuquerque, who came to India as a governor, a viceroy of the India. From the Portuguese he came and he became the governor in India. Okay, by the Portuguese. In a year of 1510, Albuquerque captured Goa from the Sultans of Vijaypur, and Goa remained the Portuguese capital until their exist, means until and unless they are there in India till the 1961, Goa was there. capital from 1510 to till 1961. Okay, they had their colonies here. One is Diu and Daman, Salsette, Basin, Chawal, Mumbai, Stantum, and Hooghly of the Bengal. These are all what their colonies. Right, now move to the next. Causes for the decline of their. One is what? The strong navy of the Dutch and the English. They challenged to the Portuguese. After the Portuguese who came, Dutch and English, they both came here to India. So because of that, after the immediately Portuguese, Dutch came to India. They had a strong navy compared to the Portuguese. Even the English also had the strong navy. Because of that, they got a decline. Yeah, they got a downfall. First point. Second point is that Portuguese officers, they are involved in a corruption. Okay, and third thing is that they started forcefully, they have started converging people into the Christianity. Because of this one, the local lost the belief in the Portuguese. And they started, sometimes they are going to started torturing the people to convert into the Christianity. Okay, then one more is very important, that is downfall of the Vijayanagara Empire. Because you know that Vijayanagara and Portuguese had the good trade relations. Once they lost means they haven't, means their opportunity of trade also got reduced. Okay, now move to the afterwards them come to the Dutch in India from 1596 to 1702. Sorry, 1792. Okay, after the Portuguese who came to the India, it is none other than Dutch. After the Portuguese, Dutch came to India. They established the company, that is Dutch East India Company, in a year of 1602, and they had the monopoly on the eastern trade, and they can even wage the wars, and they can sign treaty. Treaty means agreement with the native kings. And they had the Pulicat was their capital in India. Pulicat nowadays it is there in Andhra Pradesh. It is the capital of the Dutch. How the Portuguese have Goa, no, like that Pulicat was their capital. Who's the Dutch? Okay, now come to the Dutch important trading centers in India. One is Agra, Machilipattanam, Surat, Karaikal, Nagapattanam, and the Cochin of the Kerala. Okay, how they got declined? Because of that, first point is clashes with the English. Clashes, a fight with the English, because and they got a defeated in that. Dutch got a defeated by them. Okay, and they started shifting their focus on the Southeast Asian islands. Southeast islands, for example, here we can come to know them like Indonesia. Okay, Indonesia, Cambodia, sorry, Cambodia. Okay, and along with that, next what you can say, Thailand, Philippines. These are the what islands of the south east. Okay, here those islands: Indonesia, Malaya, Thailand, Philippines, and the Cambodia. Okay, now come to the next. Afterwards, them the English in India from 1600 to 1947. They are there till the independent. Okay, so they had established English East India Company in 1600 with the that time the queen of that time, it is Elizabeth. From her permission they started, and they started in beginning peaceful trade, they in a beginning. Okay, after they took the advantage of the Indians political instability to gain power. They utilized the, yeah, they got an advantage when there is no political stability in India, because all the kings they are busy in fighting each other to further extend their kingdoms. There is no unity among the Indian kings, so they took the advantage of that one. Okay, they established the trade here. First it is in a Surat, their first factory. Then along with that, Sir Thomas Roe, who got permission from the Mughal king to start trade in a 1615. Okay, trade centers are there: Agra, Ahmedabad, Bhuj, Kolkata, Madras, and Bombay. Bombay means today's Mumbai. Okay, Kolkata was their first capital in India. Like Portuguese have Goa, like Dutch has this one what you are going to call Pulicat, like English had the Calicut. Next is what? Dastaks. Dastaks means what? Mughal Emperor Firuk Shiar. What is his name? Farooq Shiar granted duty free trade license, means without paying a money. Duty free means without paying a money. That license it is. That only going to call it as what? Dastaks. Where they can do the trade, Britishers they can do the trade freely in Bombay and Surat, and that only going to, that license only going to call it as what? Dastaks. Okay, and it helps to outcome Indian traders, sorry, out comfort Indian traders, means they got a free trade license, but Indians have to pay for the license for the train. Okay, now come to the military power, how they built by the Britishers. One is what? They built the forts and they started appointing the soldiers for that. Okay, and they started means they actually they formed the strong private army after some times. Okay, these are the what about the English. Now come to the last Europeans who came to India is the French in India from 1664 to 1954. French East India Company founded in the year of 1664. Okay, and their first warehouse is in a Surat in a 1668. Okay, and they had the capital in India, that is Pondicherry. So Goa is by the Portuguese, Pulicat by the Dutch, Calcutta by the English, and Pondicherry by the French, their capital here. So here their trade centers one by one will come to know: Pondicherry, Machilipattanam, Calcutta, Mahe, Karaikal, Chandranagar. So here the most important person is what? Here the main person is what? Duplex. Okay, he strengthened the French power in Hyderabad. Hyderabad strengthened the power of French in Hyderabad and Carnatic. Carnatic means Eastern Tamil Nadu, using the clever and diplomacy. Okay, let me tell you where the exactly this place. This place is going to call it as what? Carnatic. This area. Okay. Along with that, they had the Carnatic wars also, because of to get control over this area. No, this area from Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, that area. For that, in between the English and this one French had the wars. Okay, they fought the wars with the English for the political and commercial supremacy in India. Okay, and main causes for the downfall of the French is lack of full support from the French government. There is no full support by the French government to the French in India. Okay, political unrest and the revolution in the France, means you know that French Revolution was going to take place. Then along with that, there is no stability in the government. Okay, and they compared to the English, they had the weak navy. Okay, because of this one, they got a defeated, right? Now come to the last, what is that? So by this one you can remember the 4 Europeans who came to India, okay, according to their timeline also you can remember. Okay, first is Portuguese, then second one is Dutch came to India, right? Third one is English, English, okay. Then last one is F is stand for what? French came to India. This is what they chronologically also you can remember them. Okay, first is a British East India Company was established in 1600. Dutch East India Company was established in 1602. Portuguese East India Company established in 1628. French East India Company established in 1664. So this is what first who came to the India? Portuguese, next Dutch, then next English, then French. You can remember it by the PDF. Okay. So now come to the next point is what? Their places by the Britishers here. Okay. These are the place. Those yellow color are, you know, this place were under control of the Britishers till 1764. Okay. So remaining things we will come to know how the British were able to conquer the whole India. We will come to know in the later. But till there, take care of and watch this video again, and share this video among your friends, and do like, subscribe my channel. Okay, and if you have any doubt and suggestion, please comment. Thank you so much. Because of your support and your love and affection, we got more than 1000 subscribers because of your support. Thank you so much, my dears, for your support and affection. Once again, I say thanks for watching this video. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.